Alright guys, it's Carl and Adam from Thoughts in Motion.
And welcome to Series 4 of Life Discussions. The first topic is unproductive routines. So
It's kind of like an oxymoron. I know. We're sat on the sofa and talking about being productive.
Carl, I'm going to sit like this, like a professional. So Carl, what is an unproductive routine? What would you call an unproductive routine?
An unproductive routine. I'm pretty strict on routines, as you know, and as I've talked about loads of times on this channel.
Extremely.
It's the thing that I'm known for. So, for me, a routine, getting stuck into a routine and not being productive is doing things that aren't going to better you, better yourself, better your creativity or your career or whatever your path or like chosen path is. So say you want to achieve something, like we're wanting to achieve something with these videos, so we kind of have like a schedule that we follow with these videos to be productive in order to get them out to you. But say you want to achieve something, and if you're just gonna get up and you're just gonna kind of laze about, or like the usual typical thing of like watching TV or going on social media or eating some food or whatever. Obviously those things are okay and they do have to be a part of your day.
You do kind of need food.
Yeah, you kind of need those things. But like what I mean is like just kind of being too laid back about those things, or just kind of moseying about from thing to thing.
Like a productive routine, like a routine as in habits, like an unproductive habit. A productive habit could be like, say, brushing your teeth. That's a good habit because it keeps your teeth clean.
Yeah. So there'll be habits that you'll fall back into or that you'll follow without realising it, that are going to counteract the fact that you're trying to be productive, basically, and they're going to distract you or just time wasters, essentially. They're just going to waste your time.
Yeah, like I think like another unproductive routine is like being on like... See, for me, when I get up, I've mentioned this like countless hundreds of millions of fucking times before, getting up in the morning and the first thing you do is like, say, check Facebook or Instagram or whatever, check your likes, and there's always some miserable fuck that's like first thing in the morning, like, oh, this day is off to a bad start already, and you read that as soon as you get up, and it's like, oh, yeah, your day is impacted. But as a routine for me, which helps me be productive, is that, you know, I put the, like, there's a great channel called Be Inspired, and they've got like videos every day, and I listen to them every day. It's just a compilation of speeches. It helps put that in your mind first thing in the morning. So that for me is an unproductive routine, and it helps with the rest of my day. But I think if you were gonna go for like an unproductive routine, like it's an unproductive routine is basically a routine that, or a habit that you're in that doesn't benefit your day or your life in a very good way. That's
what I was trying to get at before.
So it's like, I don't know, like, have you ever been through an unproductive routine? Like, have you ever had one yourself, or?
I have. I don't remember right now because it would have been years ago. Years ago.
Repressed memories.
I wouldn't have been as strict as I am now, and I would have I would have fallen back into that kind of like stereotype that I'm talking about. And now I do have the occasional days where I struggle to concentrate or get things done, and on those days in particular, I do feel like I'm not being productive, and then it feels like an unproductive a schedule, routine and stuff. That's only occasionally, obviously. But the thing that like I was kind of getting at before, like having a productive routine is, you don't have to schedule things. That's the way that I approach it. I schedule things to like, or I do like a bullet pointed list of things that I need to go through and tick off throughout the day. But
like that's not even joking. I've seen his diary. It's like this big, and it's like tick cross, tick cross.
Essentially, though,
scribble.
Essentially, though, as long as, to me, being productive is the opposite of wasting time. So as long as you're not wasting time and doing something that you need to do to benefit you, that is being productive.
Yeah, so it's like, if you've got, the thing is, everyone has habits, everyone has routines, because obviously without it, you'd go insane, because you'd never get anything done, and everything, it would be like unorganized chaos. That's essentially what your life would be without a routine or a habit. And to develop, like, everyone I think has like, there's only so many like routines and habits that a person can have. So I think a good idea is to not necessarily try and get rid of a habit, because you'll just put it back in place. So it's like, if you can replace that bad habit with a good habit, something productive, you've still got the same amount of habits, and it's no more mental energy, it's just replaced with a more beneficial, productive habit. So like, if I was like, you know, if I was, I don't know, if I was like at work and I was doing something like really wrong that wasn't benefiting, like I got into a routine, like say I wasn't doing like, you know, working in the restaurant and stuff like that, say I wasn't like checking back on people's food to see if it was alright, and I'd got into a habit of doing that. If I ditch that habit and put in a habit of checking back, it's better for obviously the business and for the guests and stuff like that. So it's a beneficial one, but it's like I haven't added another one on the end. I've just replaced it. So there's no more mental energy. It takes a bit of mental energy to replace it originally, but over time it just becomes another habit. Exactly.
I mean, like, everyone gets up in the morning and has their daily rituals and routines and habits that they do. Like, some people will like sit down, have breakfast, go to the toilet, brush their teeth, wash their face, whatever.
Take a massive shite.
So just kind of exactly. So just kind of approach it like that and think of it in that way, but you're just replacing things or creating new things at the same time, because obviously to be productive and to achieve something, you're going to want to set in place certain things that you didn't have before. So say like you had like a 2-hour gap where you would usually just like go on like YouTube or something like that. I mean, obviously YouTube can be beneficial, hence why we do these videos.
Slating off YouTube.
But you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the unproductive side of it. So like watching gaming videos or...
I watch gaming videos, man. I'm a massive Markiplier fan. How dare you?
There's a time and place. There's a time and place. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I see what you're saying.
So say you've got a 2-hour gap. Creating something in that 2 hours that is going to benefit you, that is productive. So say you want to like learn to cook or something, finding a new recipe in doing that in that 2-hour gap that you have, instead of doing something else like watching TV, going on YouTube, going on social media, messing about and doing unnecessary things that aren't going to benefit you, essentially.
So it's like if you've got like a break during the day, so you've got like an hour and a half window where you've got nothing on, like say every other day, that's just how the routine works. It's with that hour and a half, what you fill it with, that can really
hence right now.
So it's like, so Carl has like a 2-hour window on a Thursday, and he could go home and watch TV, like he could totally do that, and I wouldn't hold it against him. I mean, he watches some shite, like, but I wouldn't hold it against him. But he comes here to do these, which is, you know, more productive than, say, watching season 42 of Supernatural.
42. Wouldn't be surprised.
Exactly. But yeah, so it's mainly like replacing bad routines and bad habits with new, more productive ones. So, but there is that like resistance towards it, I think, when you start out, where because you're not used to it, your body and your mind sort of resist it. They're like, oh, this is change, I don't like it. So it's like, how can you like push through that? Like, how can you understand that it's more beneficial to you? Like, because you might think, it's just like an hour here or an hour there, but those hours add up. Like, how many, what is it, like this 80, is it like 84,000 something seconds in a day or something like that?
Is that down at the second? I have no idea.
Something like that. Like, everyone has that same 24 hours.
I was going to say, I know there's 24 hours.
24 hours. But there's like something like 86,000 seconds in a day or something like that. Something weird.
So you're going to be down at the second sometimes like that,
Yeah. There's a guy, you know, the Eric Thomas.
Yeah.
He talks a lot about that. He's always like, maximize every fucking second and all that shit. Like, get everything done now in this thing. Like, he's very much like that, but I'm not a fan of that. Like, I'm pretty chilled compared to like you. Like, I don't have a diary, but it's still nice to get a few productive things done. But just working out what works for you as well, especially I think, because for you're very schedule orientated anyway.
Naturally, like even if I didn't do the career that I do, or I don't do the things that I do, like these videos, I still naturally have that kind of in me, my DNA, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, whereas someone like you doesn't necessarily have that side, I've kind of had to like, I've learned things from you and you've learned things from me, essentially.
Yeah.
But obviously you'll agree that you're much more laid back about life and things in general, you know what I mean? So
yeah, much more chilled.
And obviously there's a lot of people that are like you as well. So
I think that's
personality wise,
that's why these work, because you can be like the guy that's like always doing stuff, and then there's me that's like just chill, and it's like who can relate to who.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
like,
That's the idea.
take from him. Like my routines are pretty good. Like I still manage to go like to the gym 3 days a week without fail, unless I'm like away or whatever like that, like 2 or 3 days non-stop. But and then there's these on a Thursday and there's things like that, but I do waste a lot of time. I do procrastinate a lot.
Yeah, I'll tell you off for it.
Yeah. Stop it! Get off Facebook. I'm like, I'm just uploading on Instagram.
I should put the texts on onto the video. The text screenshot.
It's like a little side clip of me on my phone, and you just go and add them. I'm like, yep. What? Yep. Sorted. Yeah, you do that.